Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a whip and chat. I'm going to be doing this pattern here from Heaven and Earth Designs. It's called Peony Glow by Marion Broom. I did get this from Heaven and Earth Designs, and at the time it was like $6 for the pattern because it was 50% off. And then I got the blank canvas from AliExpress for $5.72. So yeah. I started some of it because I was like, okay, if I'm gonna try to do this as a whip and chat, I need to have practice because I wasn't sure how easy it would be to do this while looking at the pattern and then doing it on the blank canvas because the canvas is blank. Let me pull it up so you can see the canvas here is blank. So, yeah. So I'm just going to just make the black line darker. Yes, I know it's not straight. Yes, I know it's not straight. It's not straight. It's just easier for me to see the every 10 with the black line. Yes, like I said, I know it's not straight. I think I need another light. Okay, I turned on my other light to help me see a little bit more because I need to see my black line. And so this is so far what I've done. I do have the pattern right here on my computer. My computer is one of those like touch screen that could also flip around and do lots of things. So I'm able to have it there, and I'm going to do this 8 square section here. And I've timed myself doing the same section. It's been taking me an average of 55 minutes per section. So we will see how long this video goes on because I might have a harder time trying to talk and do this at the same time, but we will see. But I purposely chose this corner section since it's probably going to be easy. See, look, there's a bunch of the same shade. So I am using an app called Pattern Keeper. It's free for like, I think 1 week, and then you have to pay like $10 for it. And I'm like, okay, $10. I've used it at least for this here, and then my other two that I did, my Heaven and Earth Designs. So what's nice is you're able to, like here, you do that search here, and then you're like, I want to know what that one is, and it just tells you it's 413, so I could easily find my number right away. And I was trying to get my camera so that you'd be able to see what is on my screen at the same time. Maybe. Can you see it? Maybe, I don't know. But I didn't want to open up my tablet too much and it won't be able to stand. So let's start. So just going to start it, and we will, my timer, because I've been timing everything now. So 413. So let's see if I'll be able to look at the pattern and figure things out. So I could already see that this whole square here is all the same color, so I could do that at least. So what to talk about? So usually on these whip and chats, I was only going to do these like one every other week, but I am doing one this week mainly because next weekend is Mother's Day weekend, and I'm planning to go to my sister's house, visit my mom, who's staying with my sister for now, and then my sister, who this is her first Mother's Day, since I do have a brand new niece, and then I get to visit my niece. So lots of nice purposeful reason to go visit. So since I am going to go off there next weekend, I won't be able to record next weekend. So I'm doing this weekend, and then I think my Wednesday video next weekend is going to be something else that I've already recorded that I just have not posted. So yeah, I figure now is the time to do this one. So, and yeah, I'm just making sure it's just this whole square is just this one color, so. I normally actually would start in this direction, but this was such a nice color block section that I was like, okay, I have to do this one. So yeah, next weekend, planning to go visit my mom and my sister and my new niece for Mother's Day. I'm actually going to go, and after this, I'm going to record a couple unboxings because I got a couple PR packages, and then I was going to record a kitting up that is primarily going to be stuff for my PR package, and then stuff from my stash that I think my mom might like, even though she didn't pick it the original time, because the last time I went to visit, my mom kind of made like comments, like, you know, not like not so subtle comments, that she wanted me to bring new stuff. So I was like, okay, bring new stuff. So I'm gonna be kitting up a whole bunch for my mom after this video. So okay, so this one, the bottom two are not. So yeah, see, this is where I was like, am I going to be able to do this and think at the same time? I don't know. So at my work, we did, if you've been following, I'm in the process of trying to hire people. Well, actually, I need that one anyway. And I was able to I found one person, so hopefully, and they accepted, so hopefully they will start in 2 weeks for me. So it's just a lot of effort now, like, to hire folks. They do say that, like, the other supervisor is also trying to hire folks, and, you know, we're just not getting as many hits. Like, hits as in how many people applied, so it's like, and then what's it called? So like the one that I just hired, I interviewed him, and, you know, and then I was like, okay, this is who I want. So then I had to ask permission from the higher up to give the person a job offer. But that person just took so long to respond to me that I'm like, oh my gosh. You know, in a real, like, it's like in a real life scenario or something, this person could have, and I needed them to start right away because someone is retiring at my work, and I wanted them to train the person, and I was just happy I got approval to hire someone before someone retired, because I don't know why folks in the higher up positions think that, oh, we can leave it open, that's fine, and then we still have the same amount of work. I'm like, okay, but no, I got permission to hire the person, but it took a long time for me to get the permission to hire the person, and meanwhile I'm thinking, there's no guarantee that this person that I wanted to hire is going to even say yes. So even though it took the approval took so long, I was thinking, oh my gosh, what if this person in the meanwhile found another job where they got a yes faster than us? And I'm just like, luckily that didn't happen, and he accepted, so hopefully he will start, unless, you know, he got a better offer, because folks, that happens when you're trying to hire people. Guess what? Those people who you're interviewing are probably interviewing for a lot of other jobs too. So there's just no guarantee that even if the person says yes and you choose them, that they're going to choose you. So and I think like some of the higher ups are just not getting that. I'm like, I don't know if they realize right now it's a job seekers market. Is that the right word? You know how like they're saying it's a seller's market or something. It's a job seekers market. So, but yeah, hopefully we get this person in the door and he's as good as I think he will be. Because you know what? Interviewing sometimes is not enough to tell you whether someone is going to work out. No, that's not the right one. It's this one. No. Wait. Nope. 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 It's this. Okay, so that. See, this is what I meant. Like, how do you do this while talking? I don't know. Let's see. Do that one. And yes, that's the pattern. See, I'm doing it not mainly counting squares. I'm doing it based off of the pattern. So I'm like, okay. So I got this one, and I got this one. Okay. So yeah, there's no guarantee that even if you choose a person, they're going to choose you. So yeah, it was kind of frustrating having to wait so long to just get the higher approval to send a offer. So then once I got that, I had to tell him the offer, and then he's going to have to sign the agreement for the offer, and then after that I still need 2 weeks for the paperwork to get all finished. And I'm like, okay. But I'm hoping, this is my first one, my first hire. I'm hoping that the next hire won't be so difficult because I will have figured out what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, got that. And then there's one more in this square. Where is that? Let's see. So two up and one across. There. That one. All right. I finished this color. But yeah, no, I don't know how you could do this while talking. Okay. This is why I chose this corner here, because I figured it's easier. Like, look, I finished that one. I finished a color. 317. See, I think I really like this app because you could just choose the sign and then it like highlights everything that you want that has that sign or that symbol, and then it tells you what DMC it is up there. So I don't have to go look for the symbol, and I'm just like, I just look at DMC. I barely ever actually look at the symbol because it doesn't really matter. Okay, so in this one, okay, let's see. Let's start this corner. That. Okay, and then that. And that. Yeah, see, I don't know how you could do this with. So yeah, hopefully it will work out. Okay, so everything in this is just this color except these two. Those two are different. Okay, so now I could just fill in everything in this here and hopefully remember not to fill in those two. So I'll just cover them already. So yeah. So that's the fun, not really fun, things going on at work. Like, it's yeah. And then this week I have to do another presentation. So yeah, fun. We so hopefully that goes well. I feel like I've been doing more presentations than like lots of things. Okay, so this one is mostly going to be this one also, except, okay, so I have 2 there, 3 here, so, and then everything, so, and then 2 empty on top, and then this one is only 1 empty, and then okay, and then the rest should all be this one, this same color. So I just leave that empty and then that one. Yeah, that looks right. But yeah, more presentations. Yeah, no, it's yeah. So work is a tiny bit, a little bit stressful. I think mainly because I am in a new position. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of hiring, and since I am newly in the position, I don't know all the ins and outs of the hiring process yet, at my work. It's like, it's one thing that I feel like it's one thing that I get to interview and choose the candidates. That I think is the easiest part. It's all the random paperwork that, you know, there's certain forms, and then if you, sometimes there's an updated form and you're just like, really? Does that really matter? Does it really matter? But yeah, I think once I get a hang of it, it'll be easier, hopefully. I don't know. And yeah, it'll, like I said, I hope it'll just get easier. Okay, so that one is the other one, so that's, don't fill that one, and then everything else. Okay, so I finished that square. Okay, and then I don't even know if I'm doing like the right kind of strategy, but this is what I'm doing. So for this square, doing up to there and then all the way down. So yeah, my boring work. Don't want to talk about that anymore. So let's go answer some questions. Let's see. So from my last WIP and chat, let's see. Karen asked me, have you tried Minwax Polyacrylic Sealer? It's a brush on. Yes, I actually have. It's actually one of my better sealers. I'm not a big fan of brushing on sealers, so I'm trying to find as many good spray sealers as possible. The spray sealers, you do end up costing a little bit more money. Yeah, for whatever reason, sealing is my least favorite diamond painting thing. Like, I don't know why. It's like how some people don't like kitting up, while I love it. But yeah, no, I have tried it, and what I've been finding though is if you have any ABs in the diamond painting, it does kind of take away the AB coating a little bit, like it masks it a little bit. So I'm trying to find something that hopefully does not mask the AB coating as much and is easy to put on. See, I want easy. That's why the spray sealer. But I also don't want it to like change the color of the ABs, because I find like even, okay, so I have done the whole like let's wipe off the top of the drills, and it actually works. The wiping off the top of the drills works pretty well, but I don't know if it works that well. I don't with ABs. And since I pretty much bling up a majority of my diamond paintings, the whole blinging up thing, being able to seal something with ABs is important to me. That one and then that one. Okay, I think I got everything. That's square. So yeah, I think I need to just try it again. I really think that a lot of my most recent sealing adventures have been skewed by the fact that it's cold. Well, it's getting warmer. It's cold and it's outside of the normal temperature for that um, sealer. So so yeah, I just need to work on it with. Yeah, see, my brain like was like, I need to look at this. Yeah, I need to work on the sealers when it's not so cold, maybe. Well, it's warming up now, so I've even looking up, um, what do you call that? Buying another portable AC, because if 2022 is anything like 2021 summer, it's gonna suck. Because I'm normally Washington is moderate, like where I live, it's moderate temperature. So the hot is like 77 or something, not 115 so degrees. So yeah, um, hopefully this year won't be half as bad as last year. I've been trying to like look up, like, do the forecasters know how hot it's gonna be yet, and everything is like, there's an equal chance of it being warmer than usual, about the same, or colder than usual. I'm like, really? That's all you have, is it's an equal chance that it might be warmer or colder? So yeah, um, I feel like my most recent sealing adventures have been skewed by it possibly being too cold and not sealing correctly. And I don't end up using the Minwax polyacrylic as much, mainly because it does have some smell to it. So I haven't used it in a while. So I'll have to use it up again when I'm able to open my windows or something, or do it in my garage. And because see, the thing is, even if you seal in the garage, it's still I don't have heat in my garage, so it's too cold in there. So that's what I've been finding with my latest sealing. Like, I feel like, is this kind of cloudy because I didn't spray it during the recommended temperature range, which is, way hotter than what it is right now. Um, So I'll have to go look into that. So thank you, Karen, for the Minwax polyacrylic. I have it with me, so I'll have to try it out more again. Next question. Have you ever traveled overseas? Where, when, and how was the trip? Okay, so I was born in the Philippines, but I went to the US when I was 4. So I guess my first travel overseas is, I guess, going to the US. Um, and I've been here since. um, but yeah, no, the only foreign countries, I guess, other than if outside of the US I've gone to is the Philippines and Canada. So, um, and the last time I went to the Philippines was, I'm trying to think, what year was that? That was, let me see, 2017. And it was the first time I've gone to the Philippines in a long time, because I think prior to that, it was, what year was that? When was that? Before 2017, when did I last go to the Philippines? I think it was, I don't remember. Um, it was a while since I went to the Philippines last. But in that, so that 2017 trip, um, we went during September, which is when both my parents' birthday, they both have September birthdays. So, first we went to General Santos, where my parents are, well, where my dad is right now. My mom is staying with my sister, but they were living in General Santos. And so that's where we started it. Had birthday celebration, I guess, with my dad's family. So they came, a lot of my dad's family came over. What's kind of funny is I can't speak Tagalog. And in General Santos they also speak, I think, Visaya. I don't speak that either. My mom doesn't speak it either. So even though I keep telling them, I'm like, I could understand Tagalog. You don't have to speak to me in English. They all still kind of try, and then they kind of avoid because they don't want to they don't want to work too hard speaking English. Even though I told them I can understand. I'm like, I could speak to you in English. You could speak to me in Tagalog. I will understand you, and I feel like we could, and you could probably understand me, and I feel like we could have a perfectly good conversation. But it's more the folks that are closer to, like, my dad is the oldest in his family, like, of the siblings, but he was not the first person to have children either. So we're not like the oldest children, but we're not the youngest ones either. So the people who were more willing to speak to me, I felt like, were my aunt. I don't know. It's one of those weird things. It's like, okay, 'cause see, I have not been to the Philippines in a long time, and I hadn't met my dad's family much at all. So yeah, even though, yeah, first cousins, my aunts and stuff, like, I barely know them. And I had more conversations where, and then, so that was in my dad's side, and then we went to, so then, what am I trying to say? So I'm trying to, like, concentrate and do this and then talk at the same time. So, yeah, that was like, when we went to General Santos, we actually flew into Davao instead, because there was no good flight that made it into General Santos without, like, I don't know, like, several, like, half a day layover. So my dad was like, just fly into Davao from Manila, and we could go look around Davao. So we went to Davao. I forgot what did we do there. We went and visited, like, I don't know what we went and visited. It was some sort of, I can't even remember anymore. Oh well. I must have not, I can't remember what we did. But I do remember it was, yeah, no, we only spent like a day in Davao, so don't remember exactly what we did. And my dad didn't really know what was up there too, so yeah. We went to something. It was, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like some sort of historical something. Yeah, see, I'm very bad at, and this is why I don't do a travel vlog, and I was trying to think of things. So then, okay, so after my dad's birthday, we flew to Palawan, because my dad has gone to a lot of places in the Philippines, but he has never gone to Palawan, which is, if you look at the Philippine map, it's that part of the Philippines that looks like an arm jutting out. That's the only thing I can think of. So since none of us had ever gone there, we booked. Well, see, that's the thing. This is why I don't really like going on vacation too much, is because having to do all the figuring out all the bookings. Like, I feel like I would go on vacation so much more if someone else took care of that. Because yeah, half the time I go somewhere, I'm like, I don't know, where do you want to go? I'm like, I don't know. So when we were there, I think it was me. I was the one booking the stuff. So who knows if I did it correctly. So I booked the hotel. I just used, I forgot if I used like Travelocity or something. I booked the hotel. It was actually the hotel I booked. It was very nice. It was like it was brand new, and it was cheap, considering hotels, I thought. Um, but apparently, since we went in September, it was the off season. Apparently, going to the Philippines in September is like, I guess, not normal vacation time. So there was barely anyone there, which is awesome because and plus, it was also supposedly colder, even though it was still like 80 degrees Fahrenheit ish temperature. So even though I'm like, yeah, no, this is hot for me, it was colder. I even saw people wearing like sweatshirts and stuff like that. I was like, okay, if this is cold, I don't know what hot is. Although I probably figured that out during last summer when it got to like 100-degree weather here in Washington State. But so so yeah, so then I just booked a whole just bunch of tours off of Travelocity. The best one I thought was 3743. Where's 3743? The best tour we did was actually we went to these underground caves in Palawan, so it required us like going on some sort of boat to and there were it was really beautiful. This is why I don't do a travel vlog. I'm bad at figuring out words to say. I tried to take pictures, but it was a cave, so it was dark, and none of my pictures turned out. But they were saying that it should be considered like I don't know, how many wonders of the world are there? Like another wonder of the world. But yeah, no, we took a boat to go into the underground cave. Um, and it was beautiful. We even, so I think that one my mom enjoyed. See, it was long ago enough that I can't remember exactly everything anymore. Um, I should just stop talking about it. But yeah, eventually, yeah, we did a whole bunch of tours. I mean, we even went to like an alligator farm, and um, we took picture next to an alligator and a snake. I was terrified of. I'm terrified of snakes, so even though in the picture I don't look terrified, I was terrified. Okay, no, I did this one wrong. This one is supposed to be here instead. See, this is where I'm trying to. See, I think half the reason I can't talk about this is because I'm trying to talk about this while doing this diamond painting. And I'm like, I can't remember. What did we do? So yeah, eventually we ended up going to Manila, and um, that's where we had a reunion of my mom's side of the family, and they all came to they all came to Manila, and my mom hosted it, I guess. And then ever since then, my mom's side of the family have been what do you call that? Alternating who does the reunion. So I think it kind of triggered like a reunion every year thing on my mom's side of the family. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything. I'm like, I'm really bad at this speaking thing while looking at this. So yeah, there. I have gone to the Philippines. um, let's see. Hey Joan, can you make your stickers downloadable? I'll pay for it. I don't know if you mean like my stickers, my labels and stuff like that. There is in my description box, there's a link to my shared templates, and all of my labels and stuff like that should be in there. So it should be like a PDF in there, so you could go looking at it. Um, so and yeah, so thank you, Gail, for the question about the overseas, and then Melissa about the question about the stickers, and now Catherine says, which which DP company do you feel makes great square drills? I've done one square drill so far and don't want my opinion on squares without your input. Okay, so I guess I do pretty much all. I've done a lot of squares, diamond paintings, and the my main gripe with squares is just the gapping, because I think it looks ugly when there's gapping. But I know some folks don't care half as much as I do. Like in this actually is turning out relatively minimal gapping, considering I am using leftover square drills. Um, 3835. So usually the drill quality wise, diamond painting companies that use resin drills, you could usually see quality wise that the resin drills do have better quality. Um, my problem is a lot of the companies that do the resin drills have too much gapping, which is annoying because they would be like the perfect diamond painting company if they did the resin drills and had minimal gapping. And so far, the only places that I have found that match both that criteria, the resin drills and the minimal gapping, have been from AliExpress. Um, I could already see that this since I got these drills from my spares, that I have like a slightly lighter shade, and then that's a slightly darker one. Um, that's what, but it still should be fine. So the places, like at least the premium diamond painting companies that I know that I've tried, because I haven't done every single premium diamond painting company that I know has the resin drills, is Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs. They both do resin drills. My problem with both, and usually their drills are awesome quality, but the thing with resin drills is they're also more trashy, so you will end up throwing out more, I think, than just the acrylic drills. But both those companies print their canvas a little bit wide. So this square that I got from AliExpress, this square canvas fits this square what's it called, ruler really well. And that's because this was printed with each square actually being 2.5 millimeters wide. I've been finding a lot of companies doing square drills, I think, are just afraid of popping, that their canvases are just a little bit wider than the 2.5 millimeters, so you can usually, at least me, I can see the gapping, especially since I do this multi-placing. But see, I think not everyone cares about the gapping. So if you care more about having really awesome quality drills, I would say try to go for something with the resin drills. There's more trash, so you'll have to pick out more drills, which is kind of annoying too, but they do usually end up looking really nice together. But if you were going, if I have to say that if you were going to go for great quality drills and minimal gapping, I would say you'd have to go for like Evermoment on AliExpress. I've only done one of theirs, but they had really awesome quality drills and only very minimal gapping. They're just a slightly more expensive for a um non-licensed diamond painting company, you know, like where they license the artwork. So their diamond paintings are a little bit more on the expensive side considering that, but they do have really awesome quality drills, and um and there's very minimal gapping. If you want to do one that's a little bit more cheaper but does still do resin drills, I'd have to say Home Fun or DPF on AliExpress. Both do resin drills, and are cheaper than Ever Moment, but they both do double-sided adhesive canvases. And so their canvases kind of are inferior, but they usually have really shiny, nice drills and very minimal gapping. And they don't use resin drills, but I don't know. I've had relatively good luck with them. I also like Huacan, but I know they can. I know a lot of people don't like them because their drills can pop, and it's true, their drills can pop, because you know how I was saying that it would be awesome if folks would print their canvases that will fit this, because a lot of square, if you ever have tried to put this on some square drill canvases, they don't fit. It's because a lot of companies print their canvases just a little bit wider than 2.5 millimeters. I've noticed Huacan prints their canvases narrower than the 2.5 millimeters, and I think that's half the reason why folks get popping drills from them. But I feel like they do that so that they could have the minimal gapping, because I have noticed that the acrylic drills are a tiny bit smaller than the resin drills. If you ever put them both on a tray, I have noticed that. So I think the reason they print the canvas slightly smaller is so they'll have less gapping with their resin drills, but it also means that sometimes you could get a little bit more popping. And I know some folks just don't like the popping drills, and I get it. It's annoying. But personally, I feel like they render really well, Huacan, and they tend to give a higher amount of colors considering their price point. So they're like, I feel like you can't compare expensive diamond painting company with a cheap one, and so you have to balance the price. You can't just be like, oh man, they're not as awesome as, look at all of this awesomeness that like Diamond Art Club has or something. Well, you can't compare a cheapo canvas to a more expensive one. So I try to be realistic in my expectations. So yeah, if I paid a lot for something and I didn't get an awesome experience, and I got a better experience from a cheaper one, then I'm going to like the cheaper one better. If I got about the same experience from an expensive diamond painting company and a cheaper one, sometimes I'm like, well, I don't know. Why were they so expensive? So, and I give more points to the folks that do the legally licensed ones, because it makes sense that theirs are a little bit more expensive because they are paying for the images. So it makes sense that theirs is more expensive. But it's also awesome if they have awesome quality too. So yeah, not for whatever reason, the diamond paintings I've enjoyed the most square wise have been from AliExpress, which is kind of sad, but um I don't know if the premium diamond painting companies are putting in the gaps, mainly one, to make it easier, because it will be easier to, it is harder to diamond paint a diamond painting when there's minimal gapping, um, because you have to put the drills a little bit more precisely. But I feel like it also ends up becoming a little bit easier too, because then you have the drills shove itself into place. So, but I do wonder if the wider um, canvas grid is because to make the square drill easier. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might be the only, maybe the only one obsessed with the capping. Okay, let me get off of that because I could go on about my craziness. And I'm sorry if what I'm talking about makes completely no sense, because I feel like I'm trying to concentrate on doing this while also answering questions. Okay, so let's find the next color, 318. So it doesn't look like I made a mistake yet. 318. So let's see. I've been watching, so from Patricia, and your kid, I only kit up, okay, I have a question. I only kit up the one I'm currently working on, and then I kit it down immediately after finishing. My question is there an advantage so that you're free to work on them whenever you choose? That's exactly why. I kit up a lot so that I'm free to choose which one I want to do next. Cause yeah, I used to do exactly what you're saying, like kit up one, finish it, and then kit it down, and then work on the next kit up another one, work on the next one. But I've been finding the more diamond paintings and storage I have, the more I'm like, I would rather kit up a couple, and then when I'm looking into doing what I will work on next, I have choices. Because for whatever reason, sometimes I can get annoyed. I don't know if that's the right word, but I can get like tired of the diamond painting I'm working on. So then I stop it and I go look for a different diamond painting to go work on, because I didn't feel like doing the other one that day or something. So I do end up I do end up kitting up a bunch, just because it'll give me choices of to do when I don't feel like doing my current WIP. Because I don't know, sometimes you just kind of like look at the one you're doing, you're like, I don't feel like doing it, and then you go try to find something else and you're like, I don't have anything I want to do, and then you're like, I go fine, I'll go do the one I didn't really, and I don't want to have, I don't know, I have those kind of weird conversations with my brain. I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do that one, no. So yeah, no, it just kind of, it just gives me, it gives me options of what to work on next. Does that make sense? Um, and, but it does lead me to having things kitted up for months that I haven't even started. But, and then I end up buying more storage. So it's a slippery slope. So maybe you shouldn't be like me. And just work on one at a time. But I think the longer you diamond paint, the more you're, I don't know, I've become a serial kitting upper, and kind of a I don't do serial starts too much, but I'm a serial kitter upper. So, and I usually will only be working on like a couple at a time. But yeah, no, that's the reason I kit up a whole bunch, just to give me options of what to do when I don't feel like doing the current WIP. I am new to the diamond, so thank you to Patricia for that question. So Opal asked me, I'm new to the diamond painting world. Thank you. Well, welcome, Opal. And I have a million questions. The videos help a lot. Why do you journal your diamond paintings, though? Okay, so that's the question. So I have my comments sorted by filtered by asking a question. So why do I journal my diamond paintings? I don't know. I was just like, I'm doing so many. I kind of wanted. At first, okay, so my original journal was probably just a spreadsheet where I was trying to chronicle which companies I should buy from, because I started diamond painting, and the first place I bought was from Amazon, and then I bought a second one from Amazon, and the difference in quality between number 1 and 2 was massive. Like, 1 was awesome. It had like 30 something colors for like a little like 25 by 25, um and I thought for the size it rendered relatively well, but then diamond painting number 2 was horrible. Just horrible. So then I started like on my spreadsheet. Why can't I find 3727? I started chronicling on my spreadsheet, like which that this company don't get from this company. And then I also bought a whole bunch of things from AliExpress, and then I started chronicling. Well, I bought a bunch of things from AliExpress. Those took forever to come because I started. Oh yeah, wait. I meant to say, so today, which I'm recording this on May 1, is actually my first diamond painting anniversary, I don't know, or my second diamond painting anniversary. So in 2020, on May 1, 2020, I got my first diamond painting and I started it. So, and then I finished it on May 2, my little 25 by 25. But so yeah, who knew I would be still doing it 2 years later and actually have made a YouTube channel about it. But so yeah, back to why do I do the journal. At first I had my spreadsheet where I was trying to just chronicle like like which diamond painting company was what and things like that. And then I ended up doing the journal. I think I saw like logbooks popping up and things like that, and I was like, I could do this myself. I don't need to buy a logbook. And then so yeah, I started like making my journals so that I could kind of chronicle, is that the right word? Keep track of the companies, and then eventually it just ended up becoming like, oh, now I'm just kind of keeping track of this diamond painting and putting in pictures, and then yeah. And then like eventually I'm like, okay, I just kept going. So, and then but it does give me a chance to go look back at things, and see what I thought at the time. So yeah, no, it was mainly I was doing my spreadsheet just to chronicle which companies were good or not, and it just ended up becoming a continuing thing. And I'm kind of glad I did it from the beginning, because I feel like if I was going to try, because I think the journal thing has become a little bit more popular, and then I was like, okay, I think if I hadn't started it in the beginning, because I think I did my first journal within the first, I don't know, 10 diamond paintings. I think if I didn't do it, then I wouldn't have felt like doing it now. But yeah, that's why I journal them, because it was mainly originally just to keep track of which companies were bad or not, and then eventually I just ended up doing it for everything. And then, I don't know, for whatever reason, I like to keep track of that information. Okay, so Nastia asks, I store my diamond paintings in portfolios too, and I just recently started filling my third one. I just wanted to ask if you stack your finished portfolios one on top of each other, and if you do, does it affect the bottom portfolio? Yeah, I do actually put mine one on top of the other, just mainly because that's really only way I could do it. And yes, it can squish the bottom one. You can't, like, I've noticed in my earlier portfolios, you start seeing the indentations of the drills on the plastic, but yeah, so it can affect it. Diamond paintings are heavy, so it can affect it. Okay, so I finished. Is this the right color? 917. Yep. So random, really bright color right there. So yeah, nope, it does affect the bottom portfolio. Because the diamond paintings are heavy and they'll start putting indentations on the plastic. So if you're able to not put them one on top of the other, that would probably be a good thing. So I was able to finish this remarkably, and it doesn't look like I messed up maybe. And in 51 minutes. So I don't think I'm going to be getting to this again today. So today is May 1, so I did 51 minutes. So yeah, there is that. I somehow survived, I think, doing this without messing up. But I said I purposely chose this corner section here because I knew it was going to be a lot more color blocking. So yeah, there is that here. I still have a lot to go. So I bought a slightly bigger canvas because I wasn't sure if this was going to be one of those companies, because I needed exactly 40 by 50. I wasn't sure if this was going to be one of those companies that gave you slightly less. So I went and bought the 45 by 60, so it's only going up to here, but it will go all the way down to here. So that should be where it ends. So yeah, I think I've gotten like what, 40 out of 160, so I've gotten 1/4 of this thing done. Woo! 1/4 of this thing done, and it took me, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, about 10 hours. I don't know. So yes. Whoop. So that is all I have for today. If my babbling was incoherent today, it's because I was trying to concentrate on the pattern and also talk at the same time, which I don't know if I have the right amount of brain power for. So yeah, sorry if what I said might have made no sense. It's because, yeah, like I said, I'm just happy that I think this looks okay. It looks right. So yeah, if you have any questions for my next WIP and chat, let me know so that I have something to talk about. But if not, I just take it from other comments from my channel. But that's all I have for today. So thank you very much for watching, and happy diamond painting. Bye.